Hi, and a warm welcome to module number 1. In this first video, we are gonna focus on how you can build upon a relationship by focusing on strengths and interests in both you and your daughter. I am going to start with a story, a true story. Here is a picture. This here is supposed to be a climbing constellation, and up there is sitting a boy. He's a first grader who just started school, and he doesn't want to go to class. He rather, when the bell rings and recess is over and the other kids are going to school, he likes to sit up there and just test the adults who are many teachers, many personnel from the school who is trying to get this boy down from there and join the classes. But it takes around 2 weeks for him to start to come down to the classes in time. And what happened is that how he came down from there. Here is where I come in. I was assigned with another job task when I was working at that school. But I was looking at this boy sitting for the first couple of weeks when school started. He was sitting up there in the climbing pyramid. And I was thinking that how could I get him down from there? Because I saw all these other teachers like trying and he was not coming down from there. So then I figured that, you know what, I'm just gonna climb up there. And I climbed up, and he was like surprised when somebody actually came up there. And I started talking to him. I asked him that does he like to be up there, and what's his name, and then came the question, what do you like to do? What's your favorite thing to do? And the boy's eyes lit up, and he was like, oh, I love this game. And he started like really fast talking about this computer game. It had cowboys and aliens and stuff, and I had no clue what he was talking about. But the point here is that he got heard, and it was something he loved that we were discussing. So with that little moment where we were like just for a couple of minutes talking about this game of his, or he was talking about it, I got him down by saying that please come down, I really want to hear more about this. You can tell me more and teach me more. And that's how the connection started. After that, we were building upon his other interests, and my work task for that year changed, so I was working in the class where he was working, and this pupil will always have a special place in my heart. He was one of the greatest teachers for me in getting things, these things that I'm teaching at the moment for you guys, passing them on. So the whole point is that we all of us want to be seen, we need to be heard, but most importantly, we need to be understood. This is so important. So now, when you have your daughter and you have this situation where you're thinking that, oh my god, like, you know, I don't get her, what is she thinking and how can I reach her, and like I don't know what to do, I can tell you this: your daughter feels the same way about you. Just think about when you were a kid. How often did we feel like that nobody understands us, and our parents they don't get us, or like why would we even bother saying, because they don't understand us. So these are so important things for us to remember, or this, that we all want to be understood. And with that knowledge, or that notion for you to remember, we can build upon a really good foundation to this relationship. And it's okay not to understand your daughter, what she is doing, or what she is like saying, or like having temper tantrums. But you give the ball to her and say, please, I don't understand. Please help me understand. Can you tell me? You change it around and let her explain to you how she is feeling and why she is doing things. It's very simple but very powerful. So now, here I have strengths. I want you to do a list of your some activities, accomplishments that are your strengths, and also your daughter's. List them down. They can be like, you know, sport, playing piano, helping around in the home, whatever activity or something that you're doing, and your daughter. And then, this is really important, strengths, the personality traits strengths. It can be, you know, you're like calm, you're, for example, really, you know, that, how would you say? I'm sorry, I'm like all like, for example, that you're kind, and and you help, like, you know, it doesn't always have to be like, you know, that you're doing like tasks all the time, but you're a helpful person. That would be like an inner personality trait. Or patient. And then you list them down so you get the awareness, and share this with your daughter and let her add to the list. Then, interests. I want you to think of 3 interests that it can be. If you, for example, love hockey, it can be cooking, anything that you like, science fiction, movies, whatever. That's of your interest. And the same thing, then let your girl tell what is hers. And then, as a homework, I want you to have your girl pick one of your interests, one of the 3 that you have listed down or talked with her. One that you will teach her something. If it's, for example, cooking, arrange a cooking, like, you know, session with her. Let her allowed to be there, and talk about this, why you have started, what made you love cooking, for example. And the same thing with your daughter. You choose one interest, and I'm hoping that you would choose one that you are least familiar with, even if it scares you, that it's out of your comfort zone, and you're thinking that, oh, I don't know this, I leave this to the my daughter's mother to handle. Don't do that. Take that one that's the least uncomfortable, because you allow her to teach you, and you also show her example that don't be afraid of something that is out of my comfort zone, that you teach her to try things. And you know, how often have we noticed that we really like something that we have been uncomfortable with or scared of doing? So here, that was my module number 1 video for you. So a lesson about strengths and interests and how powerful they can be. I hope this video has been helpful for you, and I'm thanking you for your patience with my still getting a hang of this, doing these videos, but I hope that the content was valuable. I can't wait to share with you the next module, and that you will receive your video in 1 week. All right, great. Have a nice time with your daughter, and email me if I would love to hear experiences